Hello everyone, FinalDanashi here, and we're going to be playing some Hearthstone. Now, I'm going to be playing a Shaman deck that's a little bit different. It's not really on anyone's tier list, and you probably won't see anyone else play it. At least, not unless you're playing lower ranks and you happen to get lucky, but it's an elemental deck that has a combo in it that you don't really see too often because it's fallen out of style and it doesn't have a amazing win rate, and you'll see in a second because I do have a deck tracker up here. You'll probably spot it pretty quickly. Now, I don't recommend the deck if you don't have the cards to craft and you just want a deck that's going to win constantly. This probably isn't a deck for you. But if you want to have some fun, you already have the cards, or you're only missing a few, of the cheaper ones, then give it a shot. This all looks pretty good actually, except for this one. The rest look good. So as you can tell, probably pretty quickly, it's an elemental deck that can stand up on its own actually. It has all the pieces required to really overrun your opponent without the combo. But it does have the combo in here, Grumble, World Shaker, and Shudderwock, with a few other necessary pieces like one copy of Fungal, a Serenite Chain Gang, the next Battlecry triggers twice. It has all the necessary pieces to get the Shudderwock combo going. As far as the kill your opponent piece to it, I use Seaphorium Bomber, which shovels a bomb into your opponent's deck. So it's not an immediate kill, but it gets to the point where eventually all they do is draw damage, and they just end up dying as a result. It's pretty great. I don't want to use the coin. I want to kind of save it and maybe get that out early. I think he's going to trigger the Death Rattle, but I can't. Well, I can silence it. It seems like that Death Rattle Hunter deck. I think I'll take my chances though. We'll see what happens. I do have a Volcano in my hand, and I'd rather save the Earthshock because, as you can see, I only have the one Earthshock, so I kind of want to save it for something special if I can. I figure he's gonna trigger it. We should be okay though, like I said. Let's see what we get here. Oh. Double chance to roll a decent battle cry. Now, I did include that just in case, I get a really nice battle cry that works with Shudderwock. Kind of like choose your own. It kind of modifies the deck so it's always a little bit different for you. Again, just makes it more interesting. Let me just kill you and summon look for a bunch of battle cries. Deal 5 damage to your hero, gain 5 armor. That actually might not be terrible, because I still have Volcano in the deck. It would only kill that. Nah, it does say envy though. Yeah, we'll just go with that. And we gotta choose one quickly here. No, let's just get Shudderwock. There we go. Now we don't even need the combo for, where is it? Murmuring Elemental. We don't even need that now. We just have Shudderwock. 2 of them. So if I draw the other one, I mean, I can have this go off, I can have that go off. Yeah, it should be fine. So, as you can see, I do have Electric Storm Surge. Again, it's just great with Volcano to clear even these Death Rattle effects off the board. This is very nice. I think I'm just gonna get you out.
Shall we make a storm?
Let's see, 6. Oh, 6 mana next turn, which means 7. So you don't need to play an elemental next turn. There's always a problem when you have Volcano and Kelmos Primal Lord. Trying to get them out without tripping over each other. I don't know if I want to save that just for the elemental effect there. I don't think I'll have a chance to get that out, but we'll see. Maybe he'll leave it alone. Who knows? If he sees it was generated and doesn't think there's going to be a lot of cards that help it, then maybe, but we'll see. This deck does have a tough time with aggro. And it's... I can see my win rate's actually 50-50. It's not terrible, but it's not great either, so it's... Again, it's just one of those decks where pretty much you play it if you want to have some. Okay. I think I have to coin him out. And as the elements, I can just get that out. But I won't be able to get the volcano out then very easily. I could play this and just make him deal with it. I think that's the play. Just make him deal with that. I think I want to save the coin for Kalimos. Kalimos? Kalimos. I think it's Kalimos. Possibly if I can save the coin for Shudderwock. Especially if I draw the other one so I can back-to-back turn play him. But I still haven't drawn Serenite Chain Gang. So that's an issue. I gotta get that first. That's actually pretty good, getting rid of one of those. Yeah, I might not have a choice but to do the whole Electro Volcano combo. The first round it would kill them all, but then... Alright, so yeah, it would kill them both rounds. 3, 9, 11, 14, so it would clear the board. But I think I'm okay with just doing this. I don't know if he suspects I have Shudderwock, considering it's an elemental deck. He might just be thinking I have the Grumble just for some kind of value. But the way I played it, probably not. Oh, it does trigger it, okay. Yeah, this might be necessary, like, next turn. I might even need to silence that before I have it go off. Let's see, we got 3, 9, 10, 13, 16. Oh, okay. Does 3 damage across the board. He's already got enough on the board to kill me. Obviously, there's no way for me to guarantee clear his board with that now. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if I even have a choice. I think if I silence that and coin out the combo, it actually should be okay. I think it's the best play I got. Let's just do it. Yeah, let's make sure we do that first. I don't want to screw that up. I don't want to battle cry the coin twice. Unfortunately, this overloads me twice as well, so that's a big issue with this combo. Oh, that sucks. That's too bad. Looks like this game's gonna drop me below the 50% mark. Oh wow, he didn't have anything? It's surprising, actually. Let's see what we get on the draw. I'll make it so I can still trigger Kalimos. Probably butchering that. I don't know. It looks like it's Kalimos. Yeah, butchering some weird names. I need to get that heal fungal. That's the thing. That's why I've debated getting 2 in there, so I can actually get that. So I think what I do is I pop 2 of these.
Kalamos rises! Kalamos rises!
I'm just gonna discover a battle cry first. The darkness. That's funny, but well, it's actually our best option to be honest. So we're actually going to heal, because killing that only saves us 5 damage, but the heal actually gives us almost twice as much health as that. So did I say almost? I should have just said over twice as much. The nice thing is now I got this in the rotation with Shudderwock. And when it goes to pick, it's random, so you only get 1/4 chance to get the heal, but you also get a 1/4 chance of clearing the board. Okay, well, now it's obvious what I should do. I should just go ahead and just get the combo rolling. Here we go. Let the fun begin.
Jaws that bite, my claws that catch.
There we go. The order, in case you didn't already know, I know this card's been out forever now, but the order of the battle cries is random, so you have no way to determine what order, no matter how you play them, which I learned the hard way when I tried to make the deck work with Star Aligner. That didn't work out well because I quickly found out the order of the battle cries played after you play Shudderwock is random. So I was like, oh, so that's never going to be consistent on any level. Okay. Yeah, I tried to use Star Aligner to give him +1 health, copy him, and then use Star Aligner. So I tried to manipulate the order, and then I realized I wasn't playing the right order. I was like, what's going on? And it's like, oh, it doesn't care about your order. Okay. I think I just destroy his 2 attack minions there. Yeah, let's get these going, because this is just hilarious. I need to free up my board though. Do that to free up the board. I'll go ahead and do that. Get rid of 2 of those. Let's see what we get. And that should clear up our board. We're actually going to sacrifice that again, just to get rid of it. I don't want to fill up my board in case he doesn't play something, but I can go ahead and play one of these without much of an issue. I may have spoken too soon. It looks like we might actually pull this game out here. Like I said, this deck is surprisingly good for what it is. Like, for having Shudderwock, it has a consistency that makes it good enough to actually go toe-to-toe even with the newest aggro decks that are pretty damn good. There's our kill our opponent, our traditional kill our opponent. I mean, that might be our kill our opponent combo now, but let's see. Do I just sacrifice my board before throwing it at him? I do need to clear my board so we can get taunts out. So I can't kill him though without sacrificing that. Let's just see if we can get one to get pretty low. And then I don't think he'll actually return him. I think this card is considered not a creature on the board. It's almost like in limbo. It doesn't get affected. I think. I've never actually played it with him on the board, so we'll see what happens.
My jaws that bite, my claws.
I do need to get those out, so I do need to have a taunt out. I got 2 taunts, he's only got 2 creatures, he can't kill me. I kind of got a little lucky there, but we'll see what he draws. Maybe he can kill one of my creatures and then just kill me. I either needed the heal or the lightning bolt from Kalimos Battlecry. I did get, so I had a 50-50 there, so it wasn't like complete 100% luck factor there, but lucky enough kind of thing. I actually don't know why he did that. I would have kept it as a separate creature. Okay, here we go. I think now we're going here. So I think that means now we can sacrifice this. So let's clear our board. And that's just destroy, right? Yeah, so we'll just clear that. And we'll get this going. I'm not playing active. We're not going to need it. And as I say, this isn't affected by any battle cries or return effects because it's not a creature. It's just on the board right now. Wow, it just keeps picking the lightning bolt. Again, it is random. You don't get the same one every time unless you just get lucky. I think I'm just going to play it again. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, he was done. At that point, he had nothing, but he was going to draw 20 cards. So yeah, I mean, I thought we were going to lose that game, but now we're actually above the 50% win rate. So this, again, this deck actually performs decently well enough to where if you already have the cards, it's not a terrible deck, and it's actually pretty decent. You do have to learn it a little bit. There's a learning curve to it, but it's actually pretty fun. And once you get Shudderwock going, you have the fun of Shudderwock at that point. So, alright, we're going to continue playing our Shaman Shudderwock deck. This is actually taking place 2 different days. I'm just going to edit the video together so it's a decent length. But we're going to continue with our Shaman deck here with the Shudderwock combo. That's built around elementals, and see if we can pull out another one. That last win was actually pretty unexpected, but that does happen quite a bit actually when the deck wins. It's kind of like it pulls itself out of nowhere. So it'll switch in a second. I don't know if you saw that. It was pulling my Druid deck because I had the Druid quest and I was trying to knock that out, but there it goes. Alright, I think those 2 we want to keep. Do I want to keep Farsight? Other than Might, we're definitely getting rid of. Fungal Enchanter, we're definitely getting rid of. We'll keep Farsight. That's a draw. Can make the combo a lot easier to pull off if we get lucky, so we'll keep that. Oof. I didn't get any 3 of my 1-drops, unfortunately, which is not necessary, but it helps. So we are going to actually coin out the Fire Plume Harbinger. Make this guy a 2-drop so we can successfully have a first turn, a second turn, then probably that'll be our 3rd turn.
I did this. I cursed them all.
Now it looks like he's going to get a draw off that. We are going to attack that so we have maybe an option or a chance to be able to kill it with our, what is it called? Tar Creeper. I don't quite have all the names memorized. I've been playing Hearthstone since beta, but for the last year it's been on and off just because of time constraints. Alright, so he did get one extra. Do I want to do the 2/2? +2/2? I think I just want to do the far sight here. Actually, I could get that off, so Electra Storms are just not terrible with far sight, actually. And this would force him to deal with a rather beefed up Tar Creeper. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, nice. I could have saved that, but I'd rather just, especially in the early game, I just like getting rid of all my mana if possible. And it's just another thing I can add to the board. Alright, let's see if... I don't think there's a way I can check it for... It's probably either Mirror Entity. Oh, it's Discover, right. So it could be literally anything. It could be Counterspell, it could be Spellbender. Spellbender would be terrible if I play that. I think we just have to take the plunge and just see what we get. Okay, so it's not Counterspell or Spellbender. Or I guess as this indicates up here, it's not Mana Bind either. I do want to keep the Divine Shield on him if possible. Now, if that is Vaporize, this would be terrible if I attack into it. And I'm more worried about defending than I am getting damage in, so we're not going to attack.
What are you hiding?
Now this effect will go off no matter what, so even if he has Explosive Runes, which is deal 6 damage to a minion that is played, I'll still get the effect to get Farsight off twice. And we know it's not Counterspell. I'm just thinking if I want to play Fire Bloom Harbinger. I don't think I need to, so I'm just going to try this. Let's see if it's Mirror Entity or something else. Really? Okay, so that, as this indicates, it pretty much leaves it down to two. It's either Ice Barrier or Vaporize. It couldn't be... I know, is that not standard anymore? I thought Ice Block was still standard. Maybe not. Well, time to Farsight, see what we get two of. Okay. There's no reason not to, so... I don't think I need two of those, do I? Oh, still, it's the best one. And we'll do... Actually, again, we're more worried about defending, so we're just going to do that. I don't want to lose a taunt if I can help it. Like, I'll sacrifice Electra, but I don't want to sacrifice a taunt if I don't have to.
What to do? What to do?
Now, if you've never used... That is unfortunate. That was a good card for him to have. Actually, yeah.
Ride the lightning!
Let's do that. And we're not going to reveal that. We're not going to play that one because we don't want to reveal what we got from the Battle Cry spell. And that gives us back Electra for one, which gives us a nice, cheap Volcano combo in case we need it. In case you're wondering, in case you never used Deck Tracker before, it just shows you a list of your deck, which it updates automatically. And it also tells you your opponent's hand as far as what turn that card originated from, so you can tell how old the card is. It's all stuff you could do yourself if you were paying attention, but it just makes it easier so you don't have to actually pay that much attention to the game. So I think we're gonna go ahead and do this, and we're gonna end up bouncing it back.
Can strike twice.
Because I do want to go ahead and just... This isn't gonna matter which one we play it on, because we're just gonna kill a minion and then move on with our life, so... Oh, no, it's not that one. I thought that was the Elemental Might card. Okay, this is just draw it and then copy the card. Do we have enough room in our hand for this? I actually don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't have enough mana. Alright. Whoops. Alright, I should have thought that played out better. My bad. Yeah, what you do when you're not... When you don't actually think out your turn. I was thinking I had this in my hand for one, that's why. So... It doesn't ultimately matter, but... I mean, the 1 mana I could use to play one of those two, which wouldn't have done it. So my turn didn't turn out differently, but... Still, it was kind of weird.
Mere baubles, but I take.
In the light's name.
Rotten to my core.
Mind if I roll need?
Alright. I was looking away. What do we got here?
What's this one do? I tried this.
Cast a spell from your deck that didn't go off? So he doesn't have any spells left in this deck? I'm confused. Is that what happened? Oh well. We're probably gonna have to do the Electro Volcano combo here. In that case, it's not gonna really matter because it's gonna do so much damage that it's just gonna obliterate the world. But yeah, I think that's what we have to do in order to clear this board.
Lightning can strike twice.
Oh no. Really? I did not think there was any possibility he had more than there was more than 30 health on the board. Wow.
Calamus rises.
Okay, again, what happens when you just assume and don't actually calculate what's on the board? Oh boy. I swear I've been playing this game since beta. I don't usually make that kind of mistake, but yeah, whatever.
Behold the tools of Behold the tools
Oh
of creation.
shit. This is gonna be a runaway.
Need?
Behold the tools of Behold the tools of Behold.
Yeah,
the
him being
tools
left on the
of
board is gonna be what
Behold
kills me.
the tools of Behold the
If it wasn't for
tools
that,
of
I'd probably be
creation.
fine.
My calculations
the
are
tools
Or at
of
least stand more of a
creation.
chance than what it looks like I am.
Behold the tools of creation. Behold the
I haven't
tools
actually seen that
of
card, so
creation.
that's pretty cool. I think everything's costing 1 right now, that's why he's getting all this ridiculous. See, that hit right there. Yeah, because otherwise I could have froze a minion, I could have played it... Well, no, because I only have 5 mana, but I could have at least froze a minion. I mean, this game's looking pretty bleak, so... I'll give it to him. Him or her. Alright, so that game was an example of why you need to pay attention to what you're doing. So the first game was a nice, hey, this deck actually has some comeback mechanics. The last game was, hey, how do you throw a game? It looked like we were going to lose that game anyway, but I wasn't helping things. Hey, I got it back to even 50%, so I think that's the fate of this deck, is to always be hovering at that 50% mark. That generally, when I make decks, they generally end up being around 50%. I have made decks that have had 60 and 70%, but those are few and far between because that's just difficult in this game because of all the RNG. Typically, if your deck's good, you just land in the 50% win rate range. This is also low rank, so it's the thing is with low rank, as you'll see, people still play like tier 1 decks. You know, they just either don't play them as well or they just don't play as often as other people is the issue. But even in the low ranks, you're still facing tier 1 decks. So, I mean, I've seen Odd Rogue enough to where it's like, really? Or like rank 20, rank 19, you're playing Odd Rogue. Okay. And we got enough elementals to make that worth it. We're gonna keep that because I do have some cards that do proc off elementals that I kind of want to keep that as just a way to activate them. By the way, in case you're wondering what this M means up here, 0 just means he started a game with him. The M means this is a card that was mulligan, and if there's no M, that means he kept it intentionally. So that's what the difference is there. And again, that's all something you could see if you were just paying attention, so it's not like the game's giving you information you wouldn't otherwise have. It's just, I don't have to pay attention when I have this. I can just have the program track it for me. So I can, you know, spend time looking away and not actually paying attention. And use Volcano twice and actually clear the board, because that's what happens when you do that, so. None of these are fantastic. I mean, that would be good with Shudderwock, but I mean, it's end up getting bounced anyway. I guess, I mean, that's good for the elementals, but I have plenty of elementals, so let's just do this and play out our mana. And actually, because we have that, and in case I draw something, which, what can I draw for 4 mana? Actually, I don't think there's really anything that can draw that activates off helmet. That still, it helps get more board control. And actually, I don't know, that might have forced that out, so that's pretty good. I don't know if he would have played that otherwise. Yeah. Because next time we get that, we'll probably end up bouncing one of them, because I doubt he's going to clear the board with only 2 mana, because he overloaded. I actually am going to do this instead, because I do want to get these in the same turn. Because if I can bounce one back so I can get that back for 1 mana, that sets up my Shudderwock combo, so. I can either set this up by having it bounce back by Grumble World Shaker, or having it reduced by Fireplume Harbinger. Not to mention, if I can keep this board, and especially this one, intact, and it gets bounced back, that's just another really good battle cry for Shudderwock to keep repeating. That's basically my kill combo. Oh, well, he killed it. But it doesn't matter, the battle cry already went off. It was just would have been for kicks at that point. See, okay, that's one of the cards I would have needed. I'd have to give up turn, but seeing how he's overloaded like 3 mana, I'm actually probably okay to just play anything. I don't think there's a reason to even play this. I think we're just going to let him have his turn, which, again, he's only getting 3 mana. He can't do that much. Yeah, I'm not surprised he's only playing a totem. Okay, so let's do that.
I'm weak with
So now we have that 1 mana Murmuring Elemental, which we need when we finally draw Shudderwock. We do need to get Serenite Chain Gang before that combo will work, so we can summon a copy and then bounce it back. So we got a little ways to go. But now we have this activated, so this should help. That's actually pretty good. I might just double that up this turn, because he's already played a couple AoEs. He's gonna have a hard time clearing that. So, yeah, let's just do that. It actually puts him outside of Volcano range too, to be able to clear the board. Well, to guarantee clearing the board, unless he has some kind of combo like I was using, like Electra and Volcano. Which would be fine with me, actually, because then that would overload him 4 mana. Leave him only 5 mana next turn. Yeah, he's desperate to clear these high health minions. I would guess that he is using Volcano. Which means that has to die. Even though technically having that on the board helps. Because it only gives him +1. And it's 2 extra health. So I don't know. But just in case he has other spells. Because I don't know what deck he's running. I can't tell from what he's played so far. Yeah, let's just draw, see what we get here. Oh, there you go. See, then that's why I use those cards, because you get 2 of these, and it's like almost game over at that point. In that case, we are going to... I mean, that's... We definitely need to have this go off so I can start getting my infinite heal going on. So let's, oh, no, wrong one. Let's do that. Oh, it's... Yeah, because nothing's going to take damage, so it doesn't matter. And I do want to get cards out of my hand for this. Because when you have this starting to go off, you don't have room in your hand, so you just want to dump your hand beforehand as much as possible. There's the Volcano. Yeah, see, he couldn't guarantee clearing the board, so... Unless he has something else. Now, we didn't play oh, actually, speaking of, we didn't play Serenite Chain Gang, but it's not gonna matter because we have 2 of them. Well, no, you still want to play it beforehand. Okay, we'll hold it off 1 turn. So, we will go ahead and do that. Get a totem. We're still not going to play that because there's no reason to. We already played the other one, so it's already going to go off. I do need to dump my hand, though. I just don't want to fill up... Well, they have a limit of 30 battle cries, but we're not even close to that, so... It will get filled up, though, as soon as I start the combo. I played... Yeah, I played a C4 and Bomber, so it is going to kill him. So, yeah, let's just dump our hand of everything that's not necessary, so we have everything that's required. If I was playing against a Warlock, I probably would have kept it, because they do have that one card that changes a card in your hand. I forget what it is, but it's changes it to a demon. So I probably would have kept that, just to kind of give myself a better chance of him not hitting a Shudderwock. But in this case, we got lucky, because again, we got 2. Let's see, we have Elementary Reaction, which can do that, and I think that's the only one that can actually copy it. But then we have Farsight, which can reduce the mana cost. Deal 3 damage to all minions. Okay. Well, here we go.
My jaws that bite, my jaws that dash.
So now he's gonna start building up bombs, and that's how we're gonna kill him. we are gonna try. Will that work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just do it and see what happens.
My jaws that bite, my claws that catch.
There we go. Alright. We dumped our hand of all the unnecessary crap that we could. So now he's got like, what, 5 bombs in his deck? Does it keep track over here? Yeah. Right now it's saying he has 4, but I'm pretty sure they have 5 right now, or possibly 6 at the end of this. By the way, while you're playing Shudderwock, if you see cards that are green, you can click on them and just throw them back on the board. And that's because their cost get reduced to 0, even though we had no mana. Good, it killed the bombs off, so it just deals damage. And it'll, yeah, play the animation. Alright, so yep, I was right the first time. He now has 5 bombs in his deck. And eventually it's just going to get to the point where he can't not die. It's just going to be bomb, 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 bomb. And that's the kill combo. You can use the Bloatfly? I forgot the name of it. But where Battlecry deal 3 damage, gain 3 life, which is more direct. But the adding a card to their deck actually throws off combo decks. If you like Mechathune, if you're adding cards to their deck, Mechathune can't go off. So oh, we have 3 Shudderwock, so we can just throw stuff at them and it doesn't matter. And that's just all we're gonna do. Is just we'll get rid of the 9 mana one and play out everything we can here. There we go. Oh, excuse me. So I can see the Battlecry, that doesn't affect the first one you play, the double Battlecry. But if you play a second one during that turn, then that one gets double Battlecry, so.
My jaws that bite, my claws that catch.
I don't know how many bombs he's going to have at this point. It's going to be at least 8. As you can see, it does say 8 up here. I don't know if that's a final amount. Okay, so he has 8 cards out of 22, or out of 23, or whatever it was. There's 1 bomb, there's 2 bombs. Yeah, it's going to get to the point where he's going to draw nothing but bombs. In fact, they may be dead. Nope, not quite, but still. And again, the reason why I use the bombs over the Bloatfly, if that's even what it's called, is, again, just adding cards to their deck just throws off Mechathune decks. So, that's why. And so, the combo actually got off. We still have 13 cards on our deck, so we still had plenty to go as far as... I have had Shudderwock in the bottom of my deck, and that does hurt. But it doesn't, again, really. But it doesn't make the game impossible to win, because, again, elementals are just good enough. Okay, so apparently they're a combo deck, and I just beat them to the combo.
You win this time.
Alright. I think that's enough games to get at least 1 video up here of this deck. I'm probably going to end up switching decks in the next video, because I do have Quest for Druid and Paladin, and I do have a Druid deck that I made that uses Treants. Again, it may not be fantastic, but it seems good enough. So, alright. I'll see you next time. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I do play Hearthstone, you know, a couple times a day when I get the chance. And I do try to make my own decks, because that's what makes the game fun for me. I try different combos, stuff like that. Shudderwock is a new combo card that I recently crafted. I typically don't like crafting legendaries, but it was too... that card's too much fun to not try, so... Alright, well, thanks for watching, and FinalDanashi out.